Hello everybody. In this video I will talk about information gain calculation that is required in dysentery. We already know that dysentery is a classification algorithm, and that algorithm is used to classify records into different classes. Dysentery is created using attributes of records. So first we have to know which attribute is best one to split the records. So in order to know the best attribute at the very beginning, we have to calculate information gain for each attributes of the record. So to explain how to calculate information gain for attribute, let's consider a simple example. Here I have created a simple table containing 7 different records. These are the records of those people who have watched Mission Impossible 7 and who have not watched Mission Impossible 7. Watchers are specified by yes and non-watchers are specified by no. And these persons are described by their attributes income and age. Income is further categorized into two groups. One is income between 30,000 and 40,000, another is less than 30,000. Similarly, age is categorized into three different subgroups. Age less than 35, is less than 25, is between 25 and 35, is greater than 35. I will show you how to calculate information gain for attribute income in this video. Now we have to get certain values to calculate information gain for these attributes. The first one is how many watchers are there. From this record we can see there are 4 yes, so there are 4 watchers. Number of non-watchers 3. In total there are 7 records. First we have to calculate entropy information gain for the classes. Suppose there are in this data set there are 7 records, okay, and there are 2 classes. So this is the formula we will be using to calculate information gain required to classify the records. So minus summation pi log pi. P is the probability that arbitrary sample belongs to class Ci. So in this case the value of P for class yes will be 4 by 7, as there are 4 watchers and total number of records is 7. Similarly, probability for non-watchers will be 3 by 7. So in order to calculate information gain for income, we have to see how many subcategories are there for income. I've already told you there are 2 categories for income, that is between 30,000 and 40,000, that is symbolized as IC1 and it has 3 records. Similarly, there are number of records with income 30,000 and for 30,000 to 40,000 and watchers, that is equal to 2, and that is symbolized as yes1. Here we can see the person's income 30 to 40,000. First record is this, second is this, third is this. There are only 3 records in which income is between 30,000 and 40,000. But how many watchers are there? There are 1 watcher, there are 2 watchers. So having income 30 to 40 and have watched MI7, there are only 2 records. Yes 1, that is equal to 2. Similarly, number of records with income 30 to 40 and non-watchers, there is only 1 record. This is the record in which income is between 30 and 40 and has not watched MI7, that is only 1. So that yes2 symbolized by yes2 is 1. Similarly, income less than 30,000, that is symbolized by IC2, there are 4 records, 1 2 3 4. And this in these 4 records, how many watchers are there, how many non-watchers are there? There are only 2 watchers. Income less than 30,000, first watcher is this, second watcher is this. So the value for income less than 30 and watchers symbolized by yes3 is equal to true. Similarly, number of records with income less than 30 and non-watchers symbolized by yes4 is equal to 2. So in order to calculate information for income, we have to calculate expected information for income in 30 to 40,000, that is symbolized by I yes1 comma yes2. Similarly, we have to calculate expected information for income less than 30,000, that is symbolized by I S3 comma S4. Now let's start calculating. I have already calculated information needed to classify given sample. Here you can see this value, that is the value required to classify the class. So the formula is here W by T log WT. Here W is the watcher, T is the number of records. So we have to use this formula. I will redo this again. Okay, I have to delete this. Delete. Now minus. Now the value of W here is 4 watchers, T 7 log 4 by 7 comma, now base is 2, so we have to specify the base as 2 here. Now add, because I'm multiplying these things by minus. In the formula you can see I've written minus minus, but here I have used the bracket here, so this minus will multiply everything whatever comes inside the bracket. Now this NW, that is non-watchers, there is 3, T is 7 multiplied by log 3 by 7, base is 2. Now let's see, this is the value. In this way we calculate the value of information needed to classify given sample. Now we have to calculate the expected information needed to classify according to income, so we have to calculate this thing. I've already mentioned that income has 2 categories, so we have to calculate entropy for these subcategories. The first category is income between 30,000 and 40,000. For this is the formula. So I will insert the values for this is equal to minus the value of S1 is 2, number IC1 that is 3 multiplied by log 2 by 3 comma 2. Then I have to add the value of S2 is 1 divided by 3 because the value of IC1 is 3. Then multiply log, then 1 by 3 comma 2. How many brackets required? Okay, now this is the value for information, expected information for income 30 to 40,000 and watchers. Similarly, we have to calculate for another subcategory of income, that is income less than 30,000. So let's insert values. The value of S3 is equal to 2 number of IC2, the value of IC2 is equal to 4. Okay, multiply log 2 by 4 comma base 2, add the value for S4 is 2 divided by 4 multiplied by log 2 by 4 comma 2. Now this is the value of 1. So this is the expected information for income subcategory, income less than 35,000. Now we have to add these two values. So what we do is we will be adding like this. Okay, this is the formula. Now in this formula we have to insert the value like this, negative the IC1 by T. The IC1 is our 3 by 7 multiply. Now we have already calculated the value of this term S1 comma S2, that is this is the value. Now we have to add. Now this IC2 is 4 divided by 7, that should be multiplied by S3 S4, that is the value here, that is the 1. So I will click here. So now this is the income, expected information for income. What we have done is we have calculated the entropy for individual subclasses of income. The salary between income between 30,000 and 40,000, income less than 30,000. So in this way we calculate the expected information to classify records according to income. Now the information gain, now we have to calculate the gain for income. So that will be is equal to IW NW minus E income, which we have already calculated these terms. This is the term IW, that is the information needed to classify given sample, and this E is here. So now we will be getting the difference of these two is equal to this value minus this value. Now we get this value. So in this way we can calculate the gain for income. Similarly, we can calculate the gain for age also. Now which attributes get the maximum value, that will be selected as the attributes for splitting the record. In this way we calculate the attribute selection measure. We use attribute selection measure to calculate best attribute to split the data in decision tree. Thank you for watching.